can you or will you expand the First Step Act opportunity zones to even look at rural areas, and also more funding for HBCUs?
So as you know, and it's a very good question, actually, as you know, all of those things I did. I got I call them the small colleges and universities that happen to be black. I got them funded that no other president did. They would come up to Washington every single year. They'd come up, and I got to know them. After 2-3 years, I said, why do you guys keep coming back? Why don't you just, and they said, because they never gave us funding beyond a year. I said, that's terrible. I said, here's the story. I'm going to get you funding beyond a year. I'm going to get you more than you're asking for. And those guys love me. Those people love me. Some women heads of the colleges and some men, and they were great, every one of them. And I said, the bad news is I won't see you again. I'll never see you again because I'm going to get you long-term financing where you don't have to come back. One of them said to me, they make us feel like beggars. We go back every single year to get money for the colleges and for the universities that happen to be black. And he said,
but that still ain't enough. That ain't enough for us, as a people, as black people. Nah, you can't just secure funding for us without us having to come big and then, we'd be okay with that. Like, nah. If I'm being honest, I hate how we overlook all of these different accomplishments that were geared towards us as a people just because of the level of TDS the left-wing media has induced inside of us. Come on, y'all. We have our own people going the hardest against our own people performing at the inauguration. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. And somebody's gonna try to take that statement and make it make sense in their favor outside of the original the context. It's like, come on, dog. You have MVSU being invited and accepting the invitation to go perform at the inauguration, which is gonna be a great look for them. But of course, man, you got people. We did a video yesterday of people whining about it, but oh my God. Let's read some comments. It says the Future Act signed by Trump granted into law making permanent additional $255 million in annual funding, including $85 million a year. Boom. There we go. Did they turn black when Trump wasn't looking? What? Okay, we got some haters in the comments right now. Are they black though? I heard they identified as Indian until a couple of years. Oh, when they turn back. Oh my gosh. Having knowledge of government funding, it is based on the fiscal year. This is why they are funded each year. Okay, I didn't know that. Isn't that what HBCU stands for? Happen to be black colleges and universities? If I'm being honest, no. It stands for historically black college university. I could have sworn. Now I'm confused. Anyhow, let's go ahead and move on, y'all. After December 31st, she says she's not even entertaining the stupidity. LBJ was right. He's going to have people voting Democrat for 200 years. Congratulations to MVSU and happy birthday to MLK Jr. I think MLK Jr. would be proud of this band if you ask me.
Mississippi Valley State University Marching Band, step to the front because I heard that you all were invited to Inauguration Day. So go hang out with the Orange Menace on January 20th and you have a GoFundMe to raise money. The Mississippi Valley State University Band has been invited to perform during the presidential inauguration parade in January. The Mean Green Marching Machine from Mississippi Valley State University has been invited to Washington, D.C. for the 60th presidential inauguration parade. Help us raise $350,000 to make this historic moment a reality. They've got a GoFundMe and they've got a link for more information. Never mind this Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday weekend to commemorate his birthday. Never mind that Orange Menace Mussolini is doing everything he can to dismantle the Department of Education, to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, to dismantle Black and Brown scholarship programs, and to dismantle funding for HBCUs, which you are one of. Now, I love black children. I love black people. I love my HBCUs, but y'all are really going to go perform on Dr. King weekend for that Orange Menace at the 60th inauguration parade? Really? That's what we doing? what y'all think in the comments.
If you ask me, I'm happy that he's dismantling the Department of Education because we got people like you out here spewing stuff like this. And on top of that, yes, we got to get rid of DEI because it removes incentive, dog. If I know all I got to do is sit on my ass all I want, and then I decide, hey, you know, I don't want this job. And on top of that, they trying to meet a color quota, literally a color quota, then sure, I'll just sit back and wait for that opportunity. But you know what happens when you remove DEI? That means I actually have to work and qualify for that position.
To dismantle.
Yeah, man. It's this mindset right here that's going to continue to keep us behind. So, and speaking of Martin Luther King, here's the niece of Martin Luther King who says she was not going to be supporting any party that, you know, that is intolerant at all and doesn't show any racial equality. I'm sorry. She actually is supporting Donald Trump. Y'all, you know, this is a video that came out earlier this year since y'all want to bring up Martin Luther King.
President Trump is not a racist. I've been with the president recently quite a bit, and when he signed the legislation making the historic site, Martin Luther King site in Atlanta, Georgia, a national park, it was introduced by Congressman John Lewis, and that, believe it or not, that's one thing the two of them did together. It took two to do it, and I'm so glad the president has done it. But what is so outrageous to call a man a racist who continues to acknowledge the significant work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my uncle, in a positive way. And he puts his money where his mouth is.
Sound like she know the truth about the Democrats and their involvement as to why her uncle is no longer here. She's definitely a woman of substance and integrity. And that's definitely why she's supporting Donald Trump. Trump is a good man. I don't know why. Just look at the logic, bro. Trump was a Democrat and cool with all of these people before 2016. As soon as he decided to run as a Republican, that's when everything changed, dog. Like, you just don't turn into a racist after all those years of being around so many people having nothing but great stories about you, and then all of a sudden you want to run as president and you become a threat to the deep state, and now you're a racist. Come on, y'all. Put y'all two and two together, man. Back to the topic at hand for Mississippi Valley. This man slams black people who are condemning the MVSU student ban for accepting Trump's invitation to perform at his inauguration. Check out what he has to say.
Mississippi Valley State University was just invited to Trump's inauguration to play for the entire world to hear. And HBCU, I mean, these kids been playing since they were probably little kids. These kids been playing instruments since 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. And they're about to be on a world stage for Germany to hear them, Denmark to hear them, Africa can hear them, Australia's going to hear them. Everybody's going to be watching his inauguration, hearing these young black kids that grew up and dreamed of playing on a world stage for everybody to hear. This is one of the biggest stages they ever going to play on. And guess who's got a problem with it? Black people. Black people. Now, see, black people didn't have a problem when Kamala Harris had Beyonce paying her $10 million. Didn't have a problem paying Meg Thee Stallion millions of dollars to twerk in front of everybody so the world can see how stupid black people can really look at a presidential inauguration. Nobody had a problem with that. No. But black people got a problem when black people are being put on a world stage, not by somebody black, by Trump, who funded and promised future funding for HBCUs. They're still getting those funds to this day. HBCUs partly exist in the way they do because of legislation that Trump put on the books, not because of Obama or anybody else put on the books, but because of Trump. And Trump is like, not only do I want to help you at the HBCU, I want you to come and play at my inauguration. I want everybody to see all you young black children that used to be 7 years old playing saxophones, 13-year-olds playing drums, trombones at 19. I want you to come play on a world stage.
Sounds so racist.
Show people how talented our black young Americans are on a world stage. The only people that got a problem is black people. I made a video saying the most racist people we got to this day are black people. You believe me now? Now you see what I'm saying? Racist against ourselves. How can we sit and be mad at ourselves for having the limelight, to show people we are great musicians. We are very talented. We are educated. We do go to college to do things other than play sports. And the only people upset about that are black people. Y'all trash.
We've all heard the phrase, it be your own people. I think what's most appropriate in this time right now is crabs in a barrel mentality right here. Come on, man. Things never change with the Democrats. These guys are super racist right now, all right? Against their own people. Dude, like, I'm so tired of this whole just because he's white narrative that, you know, everything that he does for black people is somehow him trying to pander or some sort of photo op. You know what I mean? Like, it's annoying, man. Somebody said this man knows kids don't care who gives them the opportunity. They care that they're given the opportunity to use their talents, whatever they may be. Man, who knows? The drummer on that might be so cold, he probably get a phone call from, you know, one of the top producers out here. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know, you know, maybe not, but it's something that they'll be able to tell their kids and their kids, something for them to be proud of, you know? I think that this was the truth and it was well said. And like I said, I'm excited to see them perform on the world stage. They are definitely the most deserving right now. What else do we have in relation to this? Speaking of the inauguration, y'all, sure, hopefully we get to it without no issues. Y'all know they were trying to use them drones and all that to stop it from happening. I'm just saying. And I'm going to encourage you guys to please go support the Mean Green Marching Band. I'm retweeting it right now on my X account. All you have to do is X. I got to switch this handle for next year. Next year, we're going to have my X handle up here. But yes, Kingdom Reacts. The same as the channel, Kingdom Reacts on Twitter or X. And yeah, you guys should check it out. I will say this, though. Bullying our most talented and our excellent young men and women to try to stop them from their chance to shine on the world stage, that's disgusting.